She stopped walking and smiled at him. Hindi ko alam na makakausap ka pala ng matino. She raised an eyebrow on him. Ngayon lang yata sila nagkausap ng matino at hindi nag-aaway. Natawa naman si Jack sa sinabi niya. Come on, Jessica. It's been years. Nag-mature na ako. He replied shockingly. Well, hindi obvious. Pabirong inirapan niya ito. But you know, huwag ka na magulat if I am thankful for you. For colliding with me. Well, you agree with no complaint. Well, the payment. Akala ko ba may talent fee ako rito? Akala ko ba yung payment yung design ng wedding gown para sa kapatid mo? Don't worry, ipapadala ko ang design sa inyo. Yeah, right. But hey, I was just kidding. Then after that, they became silent. Siguro hanggang dito na lang tayo, Jack. Jessica broke the silence. As what he had planned, I'll give the marriage contract to Mr. Prada tomorrow. Then everything's settled. We'll go our separate ways afterwards. Then after 5 months, magkita na lang tayo sa Las Vegas for annulment. She added, at napatingin sa lalaki. She realized Jack was really tall, the same height as her brothers. Yeah, Jack agreed reluctantly. She noticed something in his eyes when he said a word, but then he composed himself as he smiled at her genuinely. Then, this is a goodbye, Mrs. Lee. Jessica smiled at him too. Yeah, Mr. Lee. Good luck to us. Merci. Jessica thanked the waiter in French nang ibinigay nito sa kanya ang kanyang order na kape. Nasa isang coffee shop siya sa France. After the ruse, she went back to France, while Jack went back to the Philippines. Nandoon kasi ang trabaho nito. Jack only went abroad for business and sometimes when he was invited in some fashion-related events. Everything was okay. Mr. Prada approved their designs after she handed him their marriage contract. Jessica sipped the coffee. She smiled. It was a very relaxing morning. Ilang minuto lang tumunog ang phone niya. She quickly grabbed it from her table and was confused to see an unknown caller, especially when the caller's number came from the Philippines. Were her parents calling her again? Kakatawag lang sa kanya ng mga ito kagabi. Hello? She answered the call. Jessica? It was a male voice. It was very familiar to her. Jack? It was Jack, absolutely. Pero bakit ito napatawag? It had been a week nang marinig niya ang kanyang boses. Why are you calling me? Hindi niya maiwasang mag-alala. Hindi naman ito basta-bastang tatawag sa kanya. I'm here in Cebu. You need to come here. His voice sounded frustrated. Why? May nangyari ba? She was puzzled. My grandparents. He inhaled deeply. They saw the marriage contract. They want to meet you. Kaagad tumayo si Jessica mula sa pagkakaupo nang lumapag na sila sa Cebu. She was really in a bad mood. Naiinis siya kay Jack dahil pinakita nito sa lolo't lola niya ang marriage contract nila. They were doomed. Noong tinawagan siya bigla ni Jack sa friends, sinabi nitong kailangan daw niyang umuwi ng Pilipinas as soon as possible. Kung pwedeng araw ay next week na agad. His grandparents were interrogating him about their marriage. At hindi nag-deny si Jack at sinabing fake lang iyong documents, kaya mas lalo siyang nainis dito. Things were getting too complicated. Mamaya, kakausapin niya ang lalaki at bahala na kung kailangan niyang manisi. Buong akala niya after those incidents in Italy and Las Vegas, magbabago ang kanyang pananaw tungkol kay Jack, that he wasn't that bad after all. Pero ngayon yata ay napapaisip siya na hindi pa rin pala ito nagbabago, that he was still the jerk she knew when she was still a teenager. When she's done getting her baggage, may napansin naman siyang dalawang matandang mag-asawa na may dalang poster kung saan nakasulat ang Lee family with Lola Rose and Lola Potts. And what made her close her eyes from embarrassment was Jack, who was holding a cardboard with the word My Piggy Pie. At nang makita pa lang niya ang pagmumukha ng lalaki na nakangiti sa kanya, gustong-gusto niya na itong sakalin. Nakakahiya ang ginagawa nito sa airport. Her face was getting red because of it. Na makalapit na siya, the old couple happily hugged her. Mukhang masaya ang mga ito sa pagdating niya. Sa wakas, nakita ko na rin ng personal ang apo-in-law ko. Sabi ng matandang babae matapos siyang yakapin. Hula niya, ito ang lola ni Jack. You're so beautiful, Jessica. Puri nito sa kanya. She just smiled shyly. Thank you po. By the way, I am Rosie. You can call me Lola Rose. Gaya ng mga apo ko. The old woman introduced herself. She was in a very good mood. And this is my husband, Peter. You can call him Lola Potts. She then gestured to her husband, who also smiled at her. Mukhang mababait ang mga ito, and their nicknames were cute. Sige, tara na, gabing-gabi pa naman, sabi ni Lola Potts sa kanila. Naunang tumalikod at naglakad palabas ng airport ang dalawang matanda, habang naiwan naman silang dalawa ni Jack. Yes, it was already very late in the evening. Malapit na mag-11 p.m. nang dumating siya sa Cebu. The flight was connecting kaya medyo may jet lag pa siya. Hindi na siya dumaan sa bahay ng mga magulang niya sa Maynila. Walang alam ang mga ito tungkol sa kanila ni Jack. And she didn't want them to know what happened to her and Dino too. Because probably she was scared that her parents would discover that her marriage with Jack was just a lie. Jack helped her with her baggage, pero bago pa man ito makalayo sa kanya, she said, Jack, what happened? Bakit alam nila? I'll explain to you later, may jet lag ka pa eh. She sighed. Nakakainis ka talaga. Jack just chuckled. Mukhang enjoy na enjoy ito sa pang-aasar sa kanya. Sumakay na nga silang lahat sa kotse, and the old couple were sitting at the front, while she and Jack were at the back. Isang malaking van ang dala ng mga ito. The driver started the engine. Everyone was silent, pero naiinis pa rin siya dahil sa mga nangyayari. Inis na inis talaga siya kay Jack. Mukhang wala lang ito kasi sa kanya. Mukhang kalmado pa rin ito. If you're feeling tired, you can rest your head on my shoulder and sleep. Biglang sabi ni Jack. She wasn't even sure kung maarte lang ba itong sweet sa kanya. Shut up, she replied, but not so loud. But Jack just chuckled again at her reply. Paano ba siya makakapag-relax? She did not even sleep on her flight very well. Kakaisip sa mga possibilities sa magiging outcome ng pinasukan nilang gulo ni Jack. So, kailan niyo ba kami bibigyan ng magiging apo sa tuhod? Biglang excited na tanong sa kanila ni Lola Rose. Oo nga, ang Lola Rose niyo nga nag-iisip na ng mga magiging pangalan. Sabi naman ni Lola Potts. Nagulat naman silang dalawa ni Jack. Oh my God! Never mapupunta ang plano nila ni Jack sa pagkakaroon ng anak. It was never on their scheme. They would never click. Hindi niya kailanman naisip na magkakaroon sila ng future bilang mag-asawa. Jessica didn't know what to say. Ayaw niyang sumama ang loob ng dalawang matanda na mabait pa namang sumulubong sa kanya.